trust myself. I don't even need no help. Did it by myself, I don't need no help. Tryna stack money like books on the shelf.
Hundreds in the bag, got me feeling like the man. Shorty body hot sun in the summer on the sand. Way she's working for it, got me feeling like the man. Shorty body hot sun in the summer on the sand.
Did it by myself like a selfie. Nobody try to help me. Came to the club with an island girl. I'ma take it to the crib and let me buy you pearls.
Did it by myself, no one helped me, yeah. Now these bitches want a selfie. I like big gold chains, I like big gold rings. Let me take it to the crib and let me buy you things.
Fell in love with an island girl. I told her only time will tell.
She likes to ride in the ice as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Did it by myself like a selfie, yeah. Nobody try to help me, yeah.
She likes the ice and the ride as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell. Big dog status, two-tone paddock. Stacks in the crib, I got a two-floor attic.
Got a two-floor attic, got your girl in the attic. But I'ma bring her right back, dude, don't panic, I'm savage. And nigga, if it's beef, we can manage.
I know a couple guys that walk around with automatics. I got big dog status, I ain't playing, I ain't average. I'ma leave you in static, I'ma leave you in static.
Fell in love with an island girl. I told her only time we tell.
She likes the ice and the ride as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Fell in love with an island girl. Yeah. I told her only time we tell.
She likes the ride and the ice as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Take note.
Tino, babe.
Yo, Tino, he'll get his dome pop. Satin blue on his whip, but he ain't no cop. Don't stop, spray up his motor till it smokes up. Cause what I bought for insurance, I have it wrote off, you joker. Suck on your mum and take note, cause the foreign ring up in his grill. That grandma stove top, don't flop. Fuck up the game like this was Roblox. Oh gunner, running this field, I'm for your walk up. Drum roll, load up a cannon and give her more shots. I put your face on a beam, now you're Zordon. Treat you like an old sketchbook, you'll get drawn on. I lead your girl from the back, I'm that raw blood. Wait, who the fuck feels they could do me something? I'll roll up in your ends with a toolie busting. 32 ugly as shit, like Miss Rooney's husband. Somebody cut me a deal, I'm just too disgusting. Niggas think they next in line, but they ain't doing nothing. Mask on, metal in hand, Freddy Krueger's coming. Tools all up in your home, I'm here to fix the plumbing. House blown, toaster run, leak gas from your oven. Deal on your girlfriend's face, and she best get to sucking. Head game resemble my dad, cause it was good for nothing. Yeah, I'm still vegan, but I'm down for beef. Niggas think they slick with a dialect, but talk is cheap. Watch your mouth, little nigga, because I roll with heat. Top said there's no returns, and I see no receipt. I put your boy in the back like he was groceries. Riding round with the burner boy in case I find a leak. Extendo, licking off shots until it overheats. No mask, did it barefaced, just so they know it's me. Eyes closed, chest wide open, heart surgery. Usher said just let it burn, let's make it third degree. Niggas think everything's jokes until you shoot his queen. Shot was funny as shit, it barely missed the bean. Wax on, then wax off to leave the burner clean. Then open up the Uber app to flee the murder scene. Waving a stick will make them levitate. I raise a toast in the air, let's celebrate. See a couple holding a blade like it's wedding day. And you can leave with a slash, just like wedding cake. Bitches on snap in the snacks. Oh no you ain't, know your place. Worked up flawless, you look like bellyache. Beat my dick all off in the face and let it detonate. All facts, just ask your mum, she'll demonstrate. Damn right babes, I'm a jerk, just let it marinate. I gave it a beat like I was Penfold. I'm some retarded head, my tongue's mental. Babes, if you die then you die, cause you was meant to. Nigga, all I do is draw, I'm a pencil. Run up on you niggas like the rent's due. Dude, screwed, if I see food, you're on the menu. Your homies have to find the Dragon Balls to resurrect you. Fuck it, you niggas can all hate. I'm better than all of you niggas I don't rate. If your girl's fit, 4 plus 4 she'll get 8. I'm a chiropractor back, just setting them all straight. Scorps, take note.
Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Premier League podcast, the Yardman edition, where we discuss all things in regards to the Premier League, despite it being international break. So we'll also be talking Champions League as well. Like, who will be the winners of the Premier League? Will it be Arsenal? Will it be Manchester City? And also, who will be the winners of the Champions League? Will that be Arsenal? Obviously, Manchester City are out. Will it be Liverpool? Will it be Bayern Munich? Will it be Barcelona? Will it be PSG? Will it be Real Madrid? Is there a surprise winner? So we'll be getting the thoughts from the Yardman on both of those things. Big up everyone supporting Sarcasm City TV as always. Hope everybody's blessed. Hope everybody's good. Shout out as always to everyone who's watching this live or watching this back after, but make sure you pay the tax when entering the city of sarcasm. So what I need you all to do, people, is make sure first and foremost you pay the tax. Don't worry, it's free. Hit the like button on the video. Super important you lot do that. Hit that like button on the video, even if you're not active in the comment section. So hit the like button. Make sure you follow and share across all of the socials, people. It's super important you share because it gets more people in it. And it's super important you follow, which expands Sarcasm City TV even more. And the more it expands, the more viewers we get. The more viewers we get, the bigger the brand gets. The bigger the brand gets, guess what, people? The more content I can produce and the better content I can produce. So follow and share across all the socials. Yes, it's flawless at Sarcasm City TV, at Sarcasm City TV, at Yes, it's flawless on Twitter and Instagram. And just as important, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well. Road to 17,000 subscribers. And make sure you subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV Extra YouTube channel, where some of you lot have just came from as well, from the members Q&A. But big up FN in the chat. Big up to Low Fat in the chat as well. Kaneki is in the building. Kaneki's here in the cut. Kaneki, what are you telling me, man? Who do you think wins the Prem? You think it's Arsenal or you think it's Manchester City? Let's start there.
Anybody but Arsenal, bro. Anyone but Arsenal.
So talk me through how it goes. Go on. How do you think it goes? Go on.
ABA. You need to understand. Fam, I don't, because I was asked this question and I'm going to give everybody my honest answer. All right? Mm-hmm. They were asking me why I should hate Manchester City more than I hate Arsenal. And I've literally brought this to them. If there was a way for me to sacrifice 50 years of my current life expectancy to make sure that they don't win the league this season, I'd do it. I'd trade 50 years off my current life to make sure they don't win the league. That's how much I don't like these.
Yes.
Like, people... this is not the play. I'm tired of people trying to getting this shit confused. This is not hatred. This is not, oh, I hate Arsenal. I disdain these niggas. All right? I disdain this club. I would happily trade everything I have to make sure they go the next 5 years trophyless. Like, it's hatred. How do I see this playing out for Arsenal? Here's how it's going to go. Because I've never watched a final where you go into it and put 11 men behind the ball. Newcastle played Man United in a Carabao Cup final. Newcastle never played like Arsenal. I know, this was Newcastle that are 70 years without a trophy, mind you. That was Newcastle 70 plus years without a trophy. Came to a final against Man United and never put 11 men behind the ball. I watched Man United go up against MSN in a Champions League quarterfinals. Yeah? We played MSN with Phil Jones and Chris Smalling, and we never had 11 men behind the ball. That was with Jose Mourinho as manager, mind you. Yeah? We played league-winning Chelsea in an FA Cup final. We never played we did not play anywhere near like Arsenal. You went into a cup final and you were playing for penalties. Really? From minute one, everybody knew Arsenal were playing for penalties.
They did. It was set pieces. It was penalties and corners and free kicks and stuff.
Bro,
right.
I watched Wigan play a FA Cup final against Manchester City, and they never parked the bus against Manchester City. Wigan played against Manchester City and never parked the bus. But $1.2 billion Arsenal, the best back line in the league. Of course, you have the best backline in the league. 95% of your squad are centre backs. Yeah. You tell me about your star boy. Brother star like a light bulb will soon blow. Huh? The best young manager you did, brother. You man, from the first whistle blowed, you man made it known to everybody that watching this game, you're playing for penalties. You were playing for penalties from minute one.
Yeah. Now they did 100%. Yeah, it was a terrible performance. So how much do you think that win impacts the league with City winning?
You want to know what is going to happen now? Because they're going to double down on that performance now.
So you expect Arsenal to be even more reserved in future
Arsenal
games?
Arsenal are going to do the sickening tactic of gung ho and lock shop. Arsenal are going to now score one goal, set piece or not, and shut up shop. That is what Arsenal are going to do. When Arsenal plays a team, because their next league game is Bournemouth. It's Bournemouth. Bournemouth plays with the ball on the ground.
Yeah.
That's one thing I can say with confidence. Bournemouth play with the team on the ground, but Bournemouth are susceptible to set pieces. Bournemouth might hold Arsenal to a draw, but I can probably see Arsenal scraping a win against them. The thing is this, when Arsenal go to the Etihad, it will be for a draw.
Oh, yeah, because I don't think they need to win that game, to be honest. I think if they draw that game, they'll win the league. Go on.
No, I want to know why? Because Arsenal's next 3 games after Manchester City, they can lose the league here. Newcastle has nothing to play for. West Ham has been taking points from everyone. So it's West Ham, Fulham, and Newcastle. Fulham are trying to
you're right. Newcastle at home, Fulham. Yeah, Newcastle at home, Fulham at home, West Ham away. Bear in mind, Newcastle and Fulham are still trying to chase down Europe as well. Those two are still. That's what I mean, and that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Fulham are 5 points off Conference League. Yeah, 5 points off Conference League. No, they're 2 points off Conference League. Is it? Yeah, they're right. They're right behind Chelsea and Liverpool. Yeah, Fulham, because Fulham are in 8th. They're only they're 4 points off Chelsea. Sorry to cut you off, and 5 points off Liverpool. Fulham, and they play Liverpool next weekend, so they can cut.
Okay.
Go on.
So Newcastle and Fulham are still playing for Europe because they want that budget. And I'm putting it up right now because Arsenal are doing the tactics that we've seen a lot of teams do. Oh, the players are injured. They're not injured. You just don't want them playing international football. I get it.
Yeah.
As I said before, I have not come onto this channel and I've not blasted Arsenal for how they play. You've never heard me go at them for set pieces because it's a part of the game. If I know a way to score 100 goals easy, I'm going to do it. If I'm playing FIFA and I realize if I rainbow flick and finesse, it goes in 100% of the time. Guess where my next 100 goals are coming from? The rainbow flick finesse. Yeah, the rainbow flick finesse. I'm not going to clock Arsenal for scoring set pieces. That's a part of the game. You score what you're good at scoring. My problem is you man's playing at home and playing like the away. When Man United beat you, I was sick to death because we came to the Emirates and looked like the home team. We came to the Emirates and looked like the home team. Why are you parking the bus against us?
Because the manager, you know why? The manager shook from. It's the manager. The manager shook to death.
Fam. And this shook is why I know they're going to crumble. Oh, we're 9 points clear. You're not. Manchester City has Crystal Palace to play.
Yes, they do.
And when they beat them, it's 6 points. You're going to the Etihad. Manchester City are going to beat you again. And then that's going to go down to 3 points. If you draw and lose any game, granted, Manchester City I can't even say they're indestructible because I've never known them to drop points after February. I've never known Manchester City to drop points after February. So this is a shock to me now that they're drawing games. But that's neither here nor there. I want them. You know what? Arsenal can win the league next year, just not this year. Because this year, if they don't win the league, they're losing a good 60% of that damn squad.
Who do you think? So let's say they don't win the league. Who do you think they lose?
Calafiori is going back to the Serie A.
Oh, so you reckon they lose? Calafiori won. Go on.
Not only that, Calafiori has not done the 5 years in the Serie A. Remember how this whole thing goes for them to get international call-up. You know the whole bias thing. Is what they did to Leroy Sané with Manchester City because they said he didn't play in the league long enough. Complete bullshit because Toni Kroos never played in the league long enough and Germany couldn't drop him.
You know how they be. Yeah, you know how they be, man.
But it's not Spain. But as I said, Toni Kroos isn't Spanish. Leroy Sané is German. The German FA runs with Bayern Munich. So if you don't play in the Bundesliga, you can't play for Germany. Basically strong arming him to go to Bayern Munich. Calafiori Italy would strong arm him to go back into the Serie A. I don't believe it will. I don't think it will happen, but it will. But I can see it happening. I can see it probably happening because Inter Milan needs defenders. Juventus needs defenders. One of the best Italian defenders out there right now is him. Every other better Italian defender are in Italy. Bastoni is there, Scalavini is there. Rugari is at Atletico Madrid, but he's getting loaned, I think, to Bologna in the summer. I'm pretty sure he's getting loaned. But most of Italy's best defenders are in the Serie A, except Calafiori.
So do you think anyone outside of Calafiori? Potentially.
Definitely.
Go on,
next one I can see leaving is Gabriel. I can see Gabriel leaving because for one, PSG will need a centre back. Not only PSG will need a centre back, Bayern Munich needs a centre back as well.
Who are Bayern Munich centre backs? Is it Upamecano, Kim Min-jae, and one other?
Maguire, Kim Min-jae, and Taros, yes.
Yeah, there's one more. I knew there was one more. Okay. Right.
Yeah. And Ito as well. But and as we've all seen in the Brazil game, Upamecano is not somebody they can rely on structurally, especially with his fitness record. Kim Min-jae is not it. No matter how much he might play right now, his fitness is still questionable and his performance are subpar in Germany. Bayern Munich needs centre backs. Not only do Bayern Munich need centre backs.
If Gabriel became available, I think teams would definitely look at him 100%.
Yeah, and a team that I can probably see going in for him hardcore would be Barcelona, even though they're broke. Even though they're broke, because Barcelona are planning to get rid of Araujo, and
because they're trying to sign Bastoni. So I hear you.
They're not getting Bastoni.
You reckon he stays?
That's the reason why I said Gabriel, because that's their second option. And I'm not making that up. I'm not even making that up. Gabriel is Barcelona's second option as a centre back, based on reports from the Catalans. I don't know how true it is, so the chat don't quote me on it and me saying, yo, you said it's from the Spanish newspaper. Don't ask why I have a subscription to it. Straight up, I don't know why either way. I was bored during COVID, so I have a Catalonian newspaper outlet subscription. But they're looking at Gabriel. They're looking at Gabriel as another option as their backline, because let's be real, Gabriel goes to Barcelona, their backline becomes 5 times better.
Oh yeah, without fucking doubt.
Real Madrid needs a centre back as well, but as I said before, they're hell bent on Saliba. Don't know why, but they're hell bent. Kanate's out of contract, so that's definitely an option for them as well. Listen, Liverpool can keep Kanates. Only can keep Kanates.
That don't seem to go to, though, is what I'm saying. He's literally out of contract now.
Yeah, and
in the summer.
The thing is this, and I'm speaking true as a Real Madrid fan, our team don't have nothing There's no creativity in that team. There's no solidity in that team, and we're signing wrong. We're doing all our signings wrong. Wrong. Why are you going for Konate and Slotterbeck is available?
What would Schlotterbeck's price be?
Whole...
Wait. What would Schlotterbeck's price be?
42 million.
Okay, first. Go on, carry on.
42 million.
I think they're just looking at go free. That's where it is. If
no.
Konate was money, I'd hear it.
Brother, if our Arsenal season ticket was free, I still wouldn't pay for it.
Yeah, there's a huge difference between Arsenal season ticket and signing Konate on free.
You need to understand it, bro. Like, there are some things you stay away from, even if it's free.
I think that's good business. I think Konate on the free is good business. For
who? Whoever. It's good business for Liverpool because them get rid of a headache. But you know what? I rate Konate. I think Konate a good centre back. You know, right? No. Listen,
that's where we are different. I rate Konate.
You see the thing with Konate. Oh, he signed a new deal. I didn't know. Oh, he might sign a new deal. Okay.
Who might sign it? Has it got a release clause in it reported? Go on, carry on, fam.
I don't know. I think that new deal would get rid of the release clause because I know his current release clause.
He got one now.
It's the 42 million. It's the 42 million.
Got you.
But listen, when Konate plays against teams that keep the ball on the ground, you watch him humble and fumble. La Liga, the teams in La Liga don't hoof the ball in the air. The ball's on the ground. Yeah? Konate has the attention span of a turnip. All right? Konate has the literal attention span of a yo-yo.
I think it's overstated. I'm not going to lie. I think it's overstated. Does he have lapses? Yes, but I think it's overstated.
No, but his lapses happen at crucial moments, Flawless. That's the issue. Yeah, it's not on the case of, you're in the middle of build-up play and Konate is having a lapse. No, it is, we're under siege. And while everybody is defending, this brother over here has tiptoed through the window playing in his head on loop.
Yeah, but I think also
what's that dumb song from SpongeBob?
Slot doesn't help as well because Van Dijk's looked awful. I don't think Van Dijk is as bad as he should.
Brother, Slot don't help nobody.
That's my point.
Slot is not helping anyone.
Van Dijk's look terrible, and I don't think Van Dijk's a terrible centre back.
No, Van Dijk is not a terrible centre back, but the problem is this: Matip was not a good centre back either. But you know what Matip did to become that a good centre back? He started to focus. You're playing beside of Van Dijk. You need to learn Van Dijk's strengths. Pick up his weaknesses. Your job is to cover Van Dijk's weaknesses. Konate is not complementing Van Dijk. He's going toe-to-toe with Van Dijk.
Yeah,
that's not what centre back pairings do.
Bad. Yeah, I'm just saying him on a free, I look at it, I go, yeah. If it was 60 million, I'd hear it. But I think him on a free,
look,
because even if it goes wrong, you could sell him for money. Like if they was selling, what would they get for him? If let's say for instance his contract was to 2029, we'll just use that. And he was like, I want to go. What's he going for? It's going for at least 50-60 million.
I'm going to go. The highest any team would pay for Konate would be 35.
Nah, you 30 fam, they talk. No, he get way more than 35 million.
No,
in this
listen,
market,
listen.
In this Kadeki, you tripping. In this market, you are getting more than 35 million.
No, I'm not. I'm looking at it. I'm speaking with integrity. I'll speak with logic. I'll speak with logic after I'm trying. I'm speaking in a sense of I'm not scamming anybody, but I will speak in the scamming term after. I'm not scamming anybody with con artists right now.
They were talking they were talking 20 M's for Skelly. There's no way that Konate is 50 million more than Skelly. Or 30 million for Skelly or whatever it is. It's in that ballpark. He's nowhere like, come on, man. This is Konate.
50 million, but you need to understand.
There we go. That's my point.
You need to understand why I'm not saying 50 million.
Go on.
Pacho from PSG, you can get him for 45 million. Konate is not better than Pacho.
Is that a release? No, but is that a release clause?
No, that's his price.
You ain't getting Pacho for 45 million. Not a
No.
all right, you know what? If you
I'm
do, you know
telling
what
you.
that is? You know what we call that? Terrible business by PSG.
No, I'm telling you, his market value, Pacho's market value is 45.
Yeah, and that's terrible business. If PSG was to set, because let's say, for instance, he fell out with PSG and Enrique, and there was a bidding war, they're making more than 45 million for Pacho.
No, they will. And as I said, and listen to what you said, bidding war. Yeah, Willie and Pacho.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
even if it's
24 years old, 24 years old Ecuadorian.
I'll go one further. If there was no bidding war and it's one team and they sold him for 45, you know what I'd say? That is terrible business by PSG and excellent business by the buying club. There's no way Konate is not more than Garnacho.
If I'm listen, and that is depending on how desperate the team is. That is, and that just lays back to who's more desperate. Are you more desperate to sell him, or is there a team more desperate to buy him?
Right. Because I think Konate, I think he's shown enough and done enough where it goes, all right, you're a good centre back, worst case scenario. Even if you don't think he's very good or exceptional or whatever, I think Konate is a good centre back. And I think you can get more out of him as well.
Yeah, he's better than Upamecano. Konate is better than Upamecano. The thing is just, his lapse of constant, he's just that when his brain turns off in crucial moments. And what I hate the most is that he doesn't complement his defensive partner. That is my main issue. Yeah, 40 plus 5. Okay, thank you, sir, because I was right. I was right about Pacho.
They bought him for that. Yeah. I'm talking about now. So if they bought him for that and sold him for that when he's done
he's 65 right now. Currently, I'm looking at the market right now.
Yeah. And if you and you know what, if you sold him for 65 million, I'd say that's terrible. He's 24. I'd be like, that's awful business by PSG, and that is exceptional business by the buying club.
That's a steal.
That's of course a steal. 100%. He's only 24 as well. Like, I'm sold on Pacho, no pun intended. But
when I was talking about him when he was at Frankfurt, all I kept hearing was, but Kaneki, we have Harry Maguire.
Speaking of, I think he's at Frankfurt, but I know he's Bundesliga. Nathaniel Brown. What's your, it's mad. Now we're talking about, what's your thoughts on him? The fullback.
The fullback?
Yeah, Nathanial Brown. I think is it Frankfurt he's at? Because United are linked to him. I just want to hear your thoughts on him. What you said.
My thought on listen, my whole thing with that person, with that guy is this, all right? Wait, Nathaniel Brown, the guy that's in our under 18s?
He's at no, he plays for 1 second, I'll tell you. Now he plays in the Bundesliga. 1 second. German, plays for
Nathaniel, Eintracht Frankfurt, the German.
Frankfurt. Yeah. Not a youngster for us, Nathaniel Brown that plays for Frankfurt.
No, I'm just you confused me because I know two Nathaniel Brown.
I know
two Nathaniel Brown.
It is a common name. Yeah. Nathaniel Brown that plays for Frankfurt. Yes, the left back, German. Yes.
Yeah, technically he was right back, but yeah, he's left back. He's left back. Yeah. Give him one more season there.
Okay. But what's your thoughts on him overall as a player is what I'm asking? Like strengths and weaknesses.
My thoughts on him is, no, I rate him, but for what Man United want as a fullback, he's not ready.
Okay.
What does he lack currently? At Frankfurt and in the Bundesliga, he has the license. He can freely go forward without the risk of. This is how I'm going to explain it to the chat so you guys can understand. When you're in a league where you're confident you're faster than 90% of everybody else, your defensive output is nowhere near as high as it should be. Because if you're on the attack and you're getting counter, you're confident to know I can just sprint back and catch everybody. Because nobody in the Bundesliga is that fast. He doesn't have that maturity in his game yet. As a wing back, if we're signing him as a wing back, which we're not because we're not playing a back three, we are not playing a back three.
Yeah, it's a back four.
All right? As if he was a back three, we're playing under that terrorist. Nathaniel Brown makes sense. That's an out-and-out wing back. Out-and-out wing back. He is in the top 5 in the Bundesliga for successful crosses. And when I say successful crosses, I don't mean the crosses that go and his teammates shank it over the bar. I mean, his crosses lead to shots on target. That's what I mean when I say successful crosses. When your cross leads to a shot on target, not when your cross hits someone head and goes out for a goal kick. Yeah? Or it hits someone head, hit your teammate's head, hit the opposition and goes out for a corner. I'm talking actual successful flipping crosses. All right? It is very fantastic in his game because I'm pretty sure he's one of the highest chance creators in Frankfurt right now.
Yeah, you know what's
I
mad?
think
You, Jez and Steve have pretty much all said the same thing about him. It's mad, yo. Sorry, go on.
Yeah,
Every time, yo, you man say the stuff about him. It's
yeah,
bad.
because
Just say the same shit. Sorry, go on.
his play style. Look, how he plays is it's almost like Tellez in a sense of just a pure attacking wingback. A pure attacking wingback. The issue with his game is he overcommits a lot. This is why I said the maturity in his game is not there yet.
Yeah.
And you know what Man United don't have? Someone in our team to teach him.
All right. So say for instance, we do have, let's say our midfield, like we pattern it up, we sign midfielders in, we bring experience, we bring in quality, we bring in people who can offer like defensive cover for him there. Would you then like the move more in regards to him getting forward? He will have cover, kind of like how Trent had cover with whether it was Kanate over that side or Matip and Henderson, etc. Like the team was set up to help because we need more from fullback. And I'm going to get your thoughts on this in a second.
No, we do.
This is definitely true. Samuel Luckhurst. Yeah, go on. Last point on it before we move on to this.
No,
go on.
The thing with it is this, and I'm not going to act anyway. The signing of Nathaniel Brown, it's good. It would be fantastic if we have experience in our team, but the fact that I can still name you like 3 other fullbacks that are cheaper and better than him still, because Quinton Merlin that's at Rennes is still Nathaniel Brown has 8 GA this season. Quinton Merlin has 6 in the league.
It says there, and Quinton Merlin, 23, plays for Rennes, yeah, like you said. So
yeah,
go on.
You still have him. You have what's the other one name? Is it Carlos Augustus that's at Inter Milan?
Brazilian.
Yeah.
He is.
And what's that other guy's name? Is it Jakob?
Yeah, he's at Inter Milan, currently 27.
Yeah, and that's the age thing. And I think Jakob, the Senegalese left back from Galatasaray.
Yeah, Ismail Jacob.
Yeah.
Ismail Jacobs. All right, he is.
Yeah, but I know the whole African Cup of Nations. Nobody wants to lose the players. I'm looking at fullbacks. I'm talking to you about fullbacks. Let me ask you
before we go into the Cole Palmer thing just quickly as well, because you probably watched him more than I have. Juve at West Ham, rate him? Don't rate him?
No, I do rate him.
Okay, so if we was to sign him, you go. I like this. I see why this is. Yeah.
Yes, I would. And you want to know why that would be the case of it? Because of his play style, as I said before, and how he would complement our team. We want our wingers to be aggressive. Yes. Look at how, and I'm going to bring it up to how we played under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer with Tellez as our left. When Tellez was our left wing, was our left back. When Tellez was there, our wingers had the joy of being tucked inside more because we had a wing back.
You actually got forward.
Yes, and it was different because one of our fullbacks stayed back, Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka would act as a third centre back in a sense, or sometimes tuck up into midfield, and Matic would drop as the centre back, with Wan-Bissaka tucking or inverting in as a central midfielder. All right. If we're playing this, we can't have 2 bombing. If we're going to have 2 bombing fullbacks, which is what I think Man United are trying to go for, we are going to need a very rigid midfield that covers ground and close space. We're talking about wing backs. Milik Diouf is a wing back. He's not. He's not only a. He's more a wing back than a fullback.
Yeah, he's a
He's
wing back
more of a
playing
wing
fullback
back.
type of thing.
Yeah,
Because we
that is
need
what it is.
something going forward. That's why I thought I'd just ask.
Yeah,
Because I do like
and
someone mentioned it in his chat. I like his profile. I've not watched him a lot. Like Timmy says, Juve is the same profile, not the same quality as Mendes. Run me someone who can overlap and peace and power out there, which he does have in abundance.
And that is one of the things where I'm bringing it up. It's the reason why you heard me bring up so much about Luis Enrique. How Man United have always played throughout history is that our left backs have always been our attacking outlet. It's never been our right backs. Our right backs have always been defensively sound. With Mazuari as the right back, who will probably be our next or full-time fullback, Diego Delo needs to go. With Mazuari there, Mazuari can then tuck in. Yeah? Can tuck in as a centre back whenever we are attacking. And one of our midfielders can then drift right to cover at right mid. I don't need Mazuari overlapping. I'm sorry, I don't need Mazuari overlapping.
No, you just want him to support the winger.
Yes.
But we do need a right
I want
back.
him to support the winger.
If we are going to sell the low, which I'm agreeing with you, we should.
No, and that is how I'm looking at it. Our success at Man United has always come with an attacking left back. We've always had an attacking left back. Alex Telles, Ashley Young, Patrice Evra, Dennis Irwin. Like, our left backs have always been an attacking drive in our team. It's always been our left back. It's always been our left back.
So the only ones for the right was Gary Neville. Before that, Paul Parker. Wes Brown did his thing.
Then Wes Brown.
And that's it.
All right, Valencia remains our only ever attacking wing back on the right hand side.
Yeah, Valencia, yeah, and he was a winger turned that.
And he was a winger turned wing back.
He was a wide player turned. Yeah, you're right. But let me get your thoughts on this before we do. Big up Omar in the chat. I see you. Run up the likes, everyone. Over 40 people in the building. Let me see how many likes we on. Like check 1212. Like check 1212. We are at 25 likes, so we need to get up to 40 likes, people. So we need 15 more likes, and make sure you hit the subscribe button because you're clearly here enjoying the show. We're at 16,465. I need 5 more subscribers. Get us to 16,470. So we're looking for 15 more likes, 5 more subscribers, just 5 more subscribers, 15 more likes, and it seems there's breaking. So because Samuel Luckhurst is a credible source, so this just in. Cole Palmer is increasingly disillusioned with life at Chelsea and primed to leave this summer. Manchester United, Real Madrid, and Bayern Munich are all interested in signing him. Cole Palmer would be open to joining United, and that's at Samuel Luckhurst. Here's my thing is with that. If he was disillusioned, which again, we don't know for sure, but let's say hypothetically this is true, it would add into why his form has been in his form. I'm someone who's been a big supporter of Cole Palmer. I've waxed lyrical about Cole Palmer, but his form over the past this season and even the second half of last season is extremely concerning. However, if he is available, for me, it's all about price point. He's on a big contract at Chelsea in regards to length of deal. So if he is available, I'd look at it, but what is the price point? But I don't think you can turn your nose up at a Cole Palmer and a Real Madrid and a Bayern Munich being interested in him too.
I'm turning my nose up at Cole.
Why are you turning your nose up?
I'm turning my nose up at Cole Palmer. I'm turning my nose up on him. You want to know why? Because Cole Palmer is for a finished article team. What we're going through right now, it would destroy. I'm not turning my nose up at Cole Palmer because I don't rate him. That's not it. If it's the season after, if it's the season after.
Let's say this, because there's reports that Xerxes might leave. So let's say Xerxes leaves and Palmer's available.
That's poor for Man United.
It's a poor loss, but apparently he wants to leave, which is fair. So let's not get stuck on that. Let's say hypothetically that is true. That Xerxes wants to leave and he leaves and Palmer's available at a good price. He's the replacement for him. What were you saying?
I'm
and
not
just
going
to clarify to people in the chat, big up Lewis as well. I don't think Palmer goes anywhere. I think Chelsea.
I don't think he's leaving.
We're here talking about it in regards to because Samuel Luckhurst says what he said. So we're gonna have the conversation about it. But what are you saying if Xerxes out and then him and then he joins? Let's say Xerxes leaves and we bring in Palmer, hypothetically for 50 M's. We sell Xerxes for 40 and sign Palmer for 50.
Signing Palmer for 50.
I'm
Yeah,
just
man.
throwing out numbers. Or let's say even say 60.
Pigs will definitely fly before that happens.
Let's say it's him 6. Let's say it's 60.
Yeah.
Unhappy player that lowers the price.
Yeah. If Man United does sign Palmer, Bruno Fernandes has to go. Because we can't have 2 freeloaders in the team. We can't have 2 freeloaders in the team, basically. Bruno Fernandes, as we've all seen, everybody wants to tell me about Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes' defensive output in the Premier League is still below Fred. All right? So let's not do this. All right? Bruno Fernandes doesn't have anywhere near... literally, Andres Pereira has a higher tackle success rate than Bruno Fernandes. So let's not do this. Don't tell me about Bruno Fernandes' defensive output when he's below Andres Pereira.
Hold up. The people saying Flawless, come on, at least keep it respectable, 100 mil minimum. If he wants to leave, they ain't getting 100 million for him.
You know, if Palmer wants to leave, you're not getting 100 million. That's what people are overlooking.
That's what I said in the hypothetical. If he's unhappy, let's say he is unhappy, and he kicks up, I'll go one further, and he kicks up a fuss at Chelsea, and he says openly, I want to leave. You're not getting 100 million for him.
You're not getting 100 million from him if he wants.
If he openly says he's loud, do I believe he's disillusioned? No. Again, do I think he stays at Chelsea? Yes.
Yes.
I don't believe these reports. However, it's a reliable source. That's the point. And if this was a United player, this would be a whole different conversation because this was Maino. The energy would be different. But that's neither here nor there. But you're not getting 100 million for him, no. If he is indeed
you're not getting 100 million for him. You're not going to get 100 million for him. But for the thing with this is, all right, listen. The last good, you see, because of one matter, for Chelsea players right now, it's 50-50. We've taken 2 players from Chelsea. Is it 2? One matter. No, we've taken Matic, one matter, and Mason Mount from Chelsea.
Yeah, the only bad one I think out of that is Mount. That's just
just Mount. So we're at a 66 point. You know the whole 66.6666. We're 2-1 from buying Chelsea players. We're 2-1. We're 2-1. All right. Palmer coming to Manchester United. Where is he going to play now? Where is he going to play? Because is he going to play on the right?
I'm saying the current setup. Me personally, I think he plays on the right.
Put him on the right. Okay. Yeah. And where does that leave him?
Right.
Yeah, and where does that leave him, Buemo? Are we going to keep Sesko on the bench?
Him and Sesko is the 2 9s. I think that would be the 2 options.
I don't think a Man United manager is going to ever try and go 4-4-2.
No, not 4-4-2, fam. When I say 2 9s, sorry, let me clarify that. The 2 options at 9. So it's one or the other. That's what I mean. Not 4-4-2. Like, so when Bremo starts or Sesko starts, it's one of the 2, is what I'm saying.
And that basically would mean that not only would Xerxes leave, but Ahmad would also have to leave, because if Palmer comes into Man United, there's no Ahmad Diallo.
Ahmad and Palmer is the 2 for that spot.
You'd have Ahmad on the bench.
Yeah, at points. Why can't we have Ahmad on the bench? Why can't we have Palmer?
Because how I'd have done it is, if we're selling Xerxes and we're signing Palmer, I'm selling Ahmad and I'm getting Junior Krupi from Bournemouth.
See, you do it more. See, I don't even do all that. Well, first, I wouldn't personally do all that.
No, I'd go for Junior Krupi, because he's the model of a striker that how we're playing right now and the type of striker we're trying to mold Sesko in, it's exactly the type of striker that Junior from Krupi is. Junior Krupi reminds me a lot of Anthony Martial. Technical wise, attacking wise, flair. He literally, he's just he's literally just Anthony Martial in my eyes.
But what we also have to take into consideration as well is who's the manager going to be and the style that he's going to play.
As I said before, I'm never going to change my tone on this. I want us to go for Iriola. I
No,
still
that's
want
fair.
Man
That's
United
fair.
to go for
I'm
Iriola.
saying
I still want us to go for
let's say
Iriola.
let's say our front six options are Kunya Dogu and Bremo Sesko, Palmer and Ahmad. I am cool with that as a 6.
No,
If
I'm
that's our
fine with
6
that.
going forward, I go, yeah.
You want to know why? I want to know why I'm not going. I wouldn't have a problem with that either way. It's the not only is it availability, creativity.
Yeah, it's a lot in there.
All right,
We're going to be playing in 4 competitions as well, so you're going to have however 60 plus games or whatever. So you're going to have rotation, you're going to have injuries and suspensions and loss of form, etc., and things of this nature. Again, let me just clarify this, people. We're talking hypothetically. I think this time next season, Palmer is still a Chelsea player, but we can only talk about the reports that's come out. Go on,
because how I'm looking at it is, with our team, it's that I'm not going to say we over rely on Bruno Fernandes. All right, we over rely on Bruno Fernandes a lot, and it's one of the main detriments in our team because we're trying to play through Bruno Fernandes. Newsflash: you cannot play through Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes that is always being caught flat-footed. Yeah, Bruno Fernandes that's always being caught flat-footed. You cannot play through Bruno Fernandes. It's one of the major detriments in this team. Us going for how should I say, if we were to get Palmer now, that's 2 Mavericks in the team now. That's 2 Mavericks. That's Cunha that can win a game on his own, Palmer that can win a game on his own. But the detriment to those 2 is this. Like with Real Madrid, with Gareth Bale, Ronaldo, and Benzema, we need to have a midfield now. That job is not to flipping score goals.
Yeah, you want them to pitch in, but do the other things. But I think if we get the pivot right, you could do that. As much as I hear what you're saying, I get what you're saying. I think if you get all the midfield, like the free midfield signings correct, I think that could work. Like, that's just me personally. Even exclude Palmer, I think it could work.
It would
especially
work,
with this Premier League as well. But go on.
It would work, and it just, as I said, it's just depending on how much these people are willing to actually fucking listen. You're going for Palmer. All right, you're going for Palmer. No qualms in that. You're going for Palmer. Make sure that midfield understands now. We have 3 elite goal scorers in our team because Palmer, respectfully, Palmer is a very good goal scorer.
Well, I think Palmer though is more so. I think it's with Palmer. It's what's the word I'm looking for? It's because he's become available. Because I don't think we're looking at a right winger whatsoever.
No, I don't think we are as well.
But Palmer, it's, you know what, Fairs, but go on.
Because how I'm looking at it now is, okay, Man United, say we do sign Palmer. So Palmer on the right, Cunha on the left, and for his sake, we're going to say our striker will be it's Mbeumo. I think Palmer would play better with Mbeumo at striker than Sesko.
That's fair.
He would play a lot better with Mbeumo at striker than Sesko. It's because they switch positions on the pitch. There'll be moments in time we'd see Mbeumo on the right and Palmer drifting at striker or tucking in as a false 9. Him dropping deep and you have Mbeumo and Cunha just running off of him, basically. That is how it would basically work.
It's a great, but you know what it is? You know what you just said there? It's a great problem to have.
It's a great problem, but
go on, carry on.
My issue with this now is the midfield.
Yeah, but they got a part in the midfield anyway.
Fam, I don't trust this club. All right, I don't.
I get that. I get why you wouldn't trust this club. But that being said, we'll go to that because there's some reports here. Where was it? Manchester United via intermediary held Manchester United via intermediary held talks with Sandro Tonali's agents. He's open to a move but wants to finish the season with Newcastle professionally first. That's from Silly Talks on Twitter. Talk to us, Kaneki.
All right.
What's your thoughts on Tonali actually?
For Sandro Tonali, that remember in the Flawless, When he was at AC Milan and I was on the fan calling channel before we had started this, I said we should go for him.
So you're sold on him then?
It's not only that I'm sold on him, he's the model of a player that we've missed. The last model we have was Pogba. Someone that can unlock teams from deep. Someone that can unlock teams from deep. Tonali is a pure holding deep lying playmaker. Yes, he can chip in with goals here and there as a box crusher, but his predominant game is technical ability on the ball and his ability to read play. Tonali in our team will allow our wingers, like we did under Pogba, to stay wide.
Yes.
It allows them to stay wide, which opens space on the pitch. If our wingers can tuck in on our fullback, stay wide with Tonali on the ball, that's creating space for our midfield to operate in, because we have somebody that is forcing teams now. You can't play a high line against Manchester United because we have someone in our team that can play the ball through, whether a driven ground pass or over the top. But with pace on Man United's in that front three, it's suicide to try and play a high line against us. Especially on the counter. Especially Man United's counter would now become even more deadly.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Right.
So you sold it. And think about it, that's Tonali, and then there'll be one other. So whether that's Baliba or Wharton or Anderson.
I believe if we're signing Tonali, we don't need to sign Wharton yet. It sickens me to say this, but
so what panel? So who would you want? Because we're gonna go and sign somebody else. So who would you want? So if it is Tonali,
we're going to need a bruiser. Besides,
so you're saying Baliba?
I'm not saying Baliba. As I said before, I'm the type of person that can. Yeah, a Baliba profile in a sense. A Baliba profile in a sense, yes. Because how I'm saying this right now is what's his name is looking to. I think what's his name is planning is looking to even leave Juventus. I don't know how true that is. I saw it today, but on Sky Italia, but that's Sky Italia lies a lot. So I'm not even going to like even give it that much thought about Thuram. That Thuram.
Which Thuram? Kefren
Thuram, yeah.
Kefren, okay.
I'm seeing that he wants to leave Juventus. I don't know how true that is. It's probably fake because your dad's a Juventus legend. Why would you want to leave? But I don't. As I said before, it's Sky Italia. I don't know how true those guys are. I don't know how true those guys are. So I'm not going to even say anything.
You just gotta take it with a pinch of salt and see.
A player that I said that we should probably look at, even though because he's in the Premier League at Aston Villa on loan, is even flipping Douglas Luiz. He's cheap. He's not expensive. He's not expensive. That expensive now, is he? Like he's at Aston Villa on loan. Yeah, 23 million. Granted, I think it's the age. Because Man United said we're not signing anybody above 26.
Yeah, we're looking at. You can see that it's like 27, 28. We haven't signed anybody above 26, like during.
Yeah, and Douglas Luiz is 27
during the 2 windows. Yeah, we haven't, so I highly doubt we will.
Yeah, Douglas Luiz is 27, so I'm not. I don't think we're actually going to sign him. But I'm looking at players in our team that I want a midfield that will actually, and when I say actually, I mean actually, just be a force to be reckoned with there. Clean tackles, professional fouls, those type of play, that type of midfield is what I'm looking at right now. Yeah, that's the type of midfield that I'm looking at right now, and it fits the Baliba thing, but it's just a whole. Like, is it worth spending that much money? Because I'm unbelievable. I'm wondering if it's worth spending that much money on Baliba.
I think it's price point. I think it's price point because look what they was looking for last summer. I don't think they get that this summer. That's my thing with all of the players, all the midfielders we've been linked to. All players actually, it's price point for me. If you're talking 100 M's for Baliba, if you're talking 180, 90, 100 million for any of them, I'd say no. I wouldn't pay that for any of them. Not one. That's just me. No one. No,
Yeah, so
big up before you carry on. Big up side. Actually, before I get to the super chat side, big up my guy Views on Sport. Make sure you lot subscribe. I'll be on there April 1st, 3 p.m. UK time, people. That's April 1st, 3 p.m. UK time. April 1st is Wednesday. So it's Wednesday, the 1st of April. Again, 3 p.m. UK time. So sit down my journey in the content creator space. Manchester United and everything else as well. So Views and Sport, he's been doing the Under the Lens series. He's had the likes of Northside on there plus more. So I'll be on there. So make sure you go subscribe. I'm going to drop that YouTube link in the chat. Make sure you hit the notification bell on his channel and subscribe, and on that live stream as well. I'm going to do that in a second. A big up to Sai. That's flawless. Kaneki, who is your top 5 overrated players in the Premier League all time? I think United. And then he goes on to say, I think United need Javario Reed from Feyenoord as right back, Belieber to Liverpool, please. First, before we get to the rest of it, big upside for the super chat. Appreciate it. Top 5 overrated players in the Premier League, quick, before we move on.
Okay, my top 5 overrated players in the Premier League, and this is purely me. One most overrated player in the Premier League. Is it current or like?
I think it's over.
Are we talking like current?
Entire Prem.
Entire Prem. Okay, so number 1 is Bruno Fernandes. That's number 1. Okay, he's overrated. Number 2 is Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard is the next overrated sack of shit I've ever seen in the Premier League.
Damn. That's how you really feel.
3 is Vincent Kompany.
Okay.
Complete bang average centre back. Average centre back. I can tell you this right now. If Gabriel was in that era of Manchester City, they'd build a statue of him too. No. Kompany is another one. The next overrated player in the Premier League,
you said Bruno Lampard.
Lampard, Kompany.
Yeah, that's 3.
All right, 3. The next person is going to be. I don't want. You know what? I'm gonna be real. I'm going to actually be real. The next overrated player in the Premier League, I'm going to say is Wayne Rooney.
Okay.
I'm going to say Wayne Rooney. I'm sorry. 99 aggression your whole fucking career. And then you're going to come out and chat what's about Neymar, bro. Like, really? Your entire life was just 99 aggression. That's it. 99 aggression. You know? Rooney's whole philosophy was just fucking have it. That's it.
Cool. So Rooney's 4, and then
toe punt and inshallah.
Yeah, and
the 5th one now, and I'm going to keep it a buck. It's got to be Aguero.
Yeah.
Like, how much goals in finals does Aguero have for Manchester City?
Not sure.
Let's be real. How much goals does Aguero have in finals in his entire career at Manchester City? Like, bar that Aguero and it's Aguero that was Aguero's magnum opus. He's never had a moment like that ever in his career. Ever.
First for me, this is tough. I'm trying
it's tough.
It's tough. No, I'm trying to think of like Bruno, yeah, because people talking about world-class nonsense. Melgo, this will be extremely unpopular, this one. And I rate him highly. And he has been. It's crazy that I'm saying he's one of the best strikers we've seen in the league. Well, Harry Kane. Because of the way people talked about him when he was at Spurs.
The thing is this.
Go on.
When he said overrated, it means that they're rated. People consider them one of the best.
Yeah.
I don't
think Kane's
consider.
Up there, but yeah.
No, you wanna know why? Because if I'm going to call Harry Kane overrated, that means I'll call Alan Shearer. Why I never put Harry Kane there? It's just because of his catalog of goals. Yes, none of them mean anything, but as an out and out goal scorer, he was up there. But the reason why Spurs never won anything is not because of him. You don't go scoring 50 goals, but your back line and midfield with Moussa Sissoko and Davinson Sanchez and Hugo Lloris. Like, Harry Kane never won as much trophies because his team cost him more.
Nah, they did, but without getting into all of this, some of the games that he played in where they went
You know
out,
what?
like
You know
domestics
what?
was.
I understand. No, I understand the overrated now. I understand where you're going now
It
with
was
the
like I'm
overrated.
talking about like when people like Spursy and stuff, and they go out to lower league opposition and that him third, probably going Harry Kane, the same Kane who scored. Yes, that Harry Kane. For
Yes.
the reasons I just named is that when they were successful, when I say successful, when winning games, everyone gave them praise. But then when they lost, go check some of all them games when people say Spursy and they lost in FA Cups and League Cups and that. He played. When they was losing to them teams in championships and League One, I think they lost to a League Two outfit. Him?
Yeah, they
So
did. Was it Bristol Rovers?
Yeah, something like that. Bear in mind, I rate him, Harry Kane. I think he's one of the best strikers in the Prem we've ever seen, but I still think you can be that and still be overrated.
You
Three,
can.
again, this is gonna be supremely unpopular, but fuck it. Kevin De Bruyne, without doubt. I think people saying that.
I'd have put him over Rooney.
I think those numbers he put up in those horrendous Spurs sides is nothing short of a miracle. I don't have a complaint about his numbers. My criticism isn't like it's mad that all of him and Bruno is the same. People put forward the same argument. It's not his numbers with Harry Kane. It's not Bruno's numbers. With Bruno, it's more so he's a midfielder, so I expect you to contribute more to the team. And more so with Harry Kane, I need you to get over the line against lower league opposition. That Spurs side was good enough to win a trophy. I'm saying the better Spurs sides. The Spurs, we all know this, but with Alderweireld and with
that team with Lucas Moura, Harry Kane, Heung-min Son,
Eriksen and them lot.
Dembele,
Wanyama. You the best player on the pitch most of the time. KDB, again, I rate him highly, but I think when people start talking,
you know what,
the best midfielder
and to be fair,
ever, I think it's crazy in the Prem.
And one of the thing is, and this is where I'm going to have to agree with you. I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to put, you know what? I'd put Kevin De Bruyne over Wayne Rooney in my overrated as well. I'll put Kevin De Bruyne over Wayne Rooney.
Because people talk about him as like the reason why I say KDB because people say, he's the best midfielder or top three midfielders in the Premier League era. Man. And I don't think he is. I don't think he's top 5 Premier League midfielders of all time. And people say, he's top 3. I genuinely don't think he's top 5. But I rate him highly.
Name me a midfielder you know that would play against Real Madrid, have the game 2-2 on aggregate in extra time, and then ask the manager to come off because they're tired. Name me a captain and a well-renowned midfielder. Lampard is not doing that. As much as I hate Lampard is not coming off of a pitch against Real Madrid in a Champions League semi-final. 2-2 on aggregate in extra time. Lampard's not doing that. De Bruyne did. De Bruyne's played 2 Champions League finals for Manchester City. What's his GA? Everybody loves to tell me about his goals and assists, What's his assist in finals? What's Kevin De Bruyne's GA in Champions League finals?
And Sai says, okay, that means he's not top 10 of all time in the Prem. I hear it in regards to midfielders. Like, I don't think he was better than, for example, if we're talking central midfielders. So we're talking, if you're in the 4-4-2 era, you played central midfield. In the more 4-3-3 era,
Kevin De Bruyne is not a midfielder.
You played as a 6, you played as a 2-8, but that's where people will clarify him for the argument. So for me, like I said, no, I don't think he's better than Fabregas. I'll go one further. I don't think he's City's best midfielder. I think David Silva is better.
David Silva is Manchester City's best midfielder.
Better for Manchester City than De Bruyne. De Bruyne got him in regards to longevity. He got him in regards to trophies won. But do I think David Silva was better than him? Yes.
David Silva is, put it like this. As the midfielder, David Silva is better than him. As a player, David Silva is better than him. As a spammer, Kevin De Bruyne is better than David Silva.
Bear in mind, I rate these players, by the way, people. I just want to say I actually rate these players. Go on.
Let me put it to you when it comes on to because I'm going to explain this whole Kevin De Bruyne. Everybody always thinks I hate him because I don't like Kevin De Bruyne. everybody always talks about his passing ability, Kevin De Bruyne in the final third is Super Saiyan 3 Frank Lampard. Kevin De Bruyne as a midfielder is horrible. Kevin De Bruyne as a actual central midfielder is horrible. So when you're telling me he's one of the best midfielders in the Premier League, he's not. When you say midfielder, that means as a 6, an 8, and as a 10. A 6, an 8, and as a 10. Don't let FIFA fool you because Kevin De Bruyne has a DM card. Kevin De Bruyne can't play deep to save his life. As an 8, Kevin De Bruyne is horrible.
And back to the Kane thing as well. Sorry to go back to that. You know what's his biggest mark that I hold against him in the Prem? The year that Leicester won it.
The year Leicester won it because he died.
Because here's the thing what I don't like. If you put Kane in that Leicester side and Leicester fell short, people would use the same argument that Leicester team's not good enough. Granted, Vardy wasn't the best player. You have Kante and you have Mahrez, but Vardy played a crucial role in them winning.
Harry Kane doesn't score that goal that Vardy scored from Mahrez.
If he delivers that league title, that shuts it up. That's what I'm looking at. When it comes to, and yes, people will say, oh, he scored 20. Yes, he scored plenty of goals. He scored plenty of goals in that season. It's not, people hear me criticize him or Bruno and start go to GNA. You'll never hear me say Harry Kane didn't score enough. He didn't assist enough. You'll never hear me say Bruno doesn't score enough, doesn't assist enough. It's more so impact on the overall team. Because if Kane would have done what Vardy had done with that Leicester side, you would never hear the end of it. And if I sat here and said Vardy's a better player than Kane, people will crucify me. And I'm not saying I'm saying that because I think Kane's a better player than Vardy. So therefore, I hold Kane to a higher standard. That Spurs side is better than that Leicester side at the start of the season. Now, you can say what you want at the end, but that Spurs side was right there. Like, what are we doing here? Like, people can change it now and say, oh, Kante and Mahrez. Yeah, Kante and Mahrez was ridiculous, but I'm saying at the start of the season. 114, a back line of Fuchs, Danny Simpson, and Wes Morgan and Robert Hoof. Shout out to Jamaica because we're on the Yard podcast, you know, Premier League Jamaican winning captain.
Yeah, big up.
The point is that I'm making is if Kane had that back four and didn't win a league, people would blame the back four. If yes, Kante is amazing, but if you had Danny Drinkwater in the midfield, people say Dembele and Wanyama weren't enough. What are we doing out here? That's what I'm talking. This is what I'm at. And Timmy, where it's different for Gerrard, why I wouldn't put him over that in regards to the league, because he got them over the line in the champs.
Brother, listen to overrated means, because a lot of people don't get it. Overrated means if I was to take that player out the team would still be successful.
And
let's be honest.
And if we're talking Spurs' better sides, I still think they don't do as well, but I don't think there's a significant drop off like that.
It wouldn't be. It's not going to be anywhere near.
Yeah, they drop a couple. Without
Harry Kane, Spurs would have moved instead of finishing third. They would have finished fourth,
fifth. Yeah, they would have finished fifth or something.
It's not. It's no one really cares about that. Yeah, no one really cares about that.
All right, they would have told us certified. If Kane's in that Leicester side, they would scream, "Oh, all he had was Kante and Mahrez."
Fam, these man would literally tell you that this man won a league with flipping Drinkwater in midfield.
Yeah. They did. That was a seriously good side on the pitch, and they fumbled collectively. And when you fumble collectively, you know who I look at? The best players. Kane's the best player. And I'm saying I probably want, even if he would have delivered them an FA Cup, I'd probably go, all right, first. Vardy helped them win an FA Cup, I believe, right?
Yes, he did.
So he got Leicester a league and an FA Cup.
Flipping Tielemans did more for Leicester City than Harry Kane.
Yeah, Azaki was imagine Chinlu Azaki was at Spurs. And like I said, switch Kane and Vardy and you give Kane the Leicester side and they fall short. They'd be saying Azaki's not good enough and Brighton's not good enough.
Yes, they would.
Danny Drinkwater and Simpson and Hoof and Fuchs and Claudio Ranieri's not a good enough manager and Kasper Schmeichel's not
what's his name there? What's his name there again? Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't Ayoze Perez there when they won the league? Wasn't Ayoze Perez there?
He might have been just after, but he might have been there when they won the They won the
The FA Cup.
The FA Cup, and you can't tell me that Vardy can do that with that Leicester side, but Kane can't do that.
Jamie Vardy, Jamie Vardy was
Kane's
there.
Better people. That's the thing is, Kane's better than Vardy. He's a better player.
He was after. Okay, thanks.
You're right though. Perez was there for the FA Cup. Like, go check that Leicester.
Yeah.
So you telling me that Leicester side that won the FA Cup in 2021, Kane wasn't in better Spurs sides to go pick up an FA Cup? Flawless, for example, do you think if you put Vardy in that Spurs side, they will win the league? I'll go one further. I won't say they win the league, but I think they got a better chance.
If
I genuinely think they have a better chance, man.
If Vardy was in that Spurs team, Spurs would have won the league.
I'm saying I'll have to go back and do all of my research.
No,
but
you want to know why I'd say they win the league?
The fact that it's a conversation tells you about Kane. Because we shouldn't be being able to say that. Go on.
It is, and this is where the whole overrated things comes from. Yeah, this is where the whole overrated thing comes from. Because when you look at Harry Kane and you look at his performances, my first question to anybody is this. For Leicester City, there was a game that Vardy played where Morris completely played the ball through, and all he did was literally watch the ball bounce and hit it on the volley immediately. Harry Kane is not doing that. Harry Kane is not scoring that goal that Vardy did that won Leicester City the league. If you look at, there's 7 goals that Vardy scored when Leicester City won the league. If it's Harry Kane, he doesn't score them. Jamie Vardy is a more ruthless striker than Harry Kane. Harry Kane he's just stereotypical box play the ball to goal, hold up play, pass the ball, try bring people into play. Vardy was a straight out fox in the box, play on the shoulder, giving centre backs nightmares. Harry Kane never gave centre backs the type of nightmare Vardy gave centre backs, because Vardy's whole thing was this: if you slow down for a second, I'm beating you.
I'll go one further. If you switch Kane and Vardy, does Leicester win the league, in your opinion?
They don't.
No, that season. So who do you think wins the league if you switch the two?
If I switch the league and put Kane at Spurs, Kane at Leicester City, and Vardy at Spurs, I think Spurs would have won the league, because Eriksen, Dembele, and Dele Alli would have thrived a lot better with a Vardy, because you have a striker where his whole game plan is just put the ball in behind. They're no longer having to try and crowd.
Big up Marco for the super chat. So send me the link, please, because you guys are chatting rubbish. LOL. First and foremost, big up for the super chat. I appreciate you. Second, this show's not open like that, but I do run a fan calling show every Friday, so feel free to call in. And thirdly, put what we're chatting rubbish about in the chat. Respond back in the chat rather than tell me I'm chatting rubbish. Poke holes in my argument. Tell me what I'm chatting rubbish about, Marco. But big up for the super chat.
Yeah, big up for the super chat. Because put it like this. If I ask you, name me a Harry Kane moment for England and name me a Vardy moment for England, who do you think has better moments for England? Harry Kane or Jamie Vardy? Who do you think has done?
I can't remember either, but go on, carry on. I can't remember none of them really.
When you look at England's run in the World Cup back in 2018, Vardy was more pivotal to that than Harry Kane. Sterling was literally was England's best attacker in 2018. Like, chat, correct me if I'm wrong. As I said, I'm not afraid of being called out if I'm wrong. Sterling was England's best attacker
in that run. He was
and Vardy was England's best striker.
And in regards to fourth and fifth side, I said Kane, Bruno,
Kevin De Bruyne.
I'm trying to think of a fourth and a fifth. I'm struggling. I think everyone else pretty much. Because then if I start talking overrated, it'd be players who aren't seen as like elite level, Mount Rushmore, best we've ever seen. I think everybody else who's there gets their just dues. So for instance, Gerrard, a Lampard, a Vieira. Like, I think everybody else who's there gets their just dues. Like, if we start talking, who are the best centre-backs? Like, the top 10, top 15 are like all there. Same way with the fullbacks, the right backs, both right back and left back. Same way with the midfielders outside of the ones I've named. Same way with the wingers. Same way with the attacking midfielders, again, outside of the ones I've named. Same way with the strikers outside. Bear in mind, people, this is to clarify. I think Kane is top quality. Do not get him. I literally just said he's better than Vardy. So that's not a comparison of who I think's what's the word I'm looking for? It's not me saying he's not better than Vardy. I'm just saying, why didn't you do more than Vardy? That's all. Or at least scratch that. Match him. Match Vardy. So we just gonna blame the team. So it's all the team's fault and it's nothing to do with Kane. But that Spurs side we regard as a quality outfit under Poch over that 3, 4, 5 year period. With Alderweireld, Vertonghen, Danny Rose, Kyle Walker, Wembanyama. No, not Wembanyama. That's a basketballer. Wanyama. What was his name? Well, you don't know what I'm talking about anyway. Musa Dembele, Eriksson, Dele Alli. Like, all right. 4th and 5th. Yeah, 4th and 5th. I can't give you a 4th and a 5th side, Everyone else, I think, gets their just dues.
I'm going to give you 2 names. Next overrated one is Kyle Walker. He was just fast.
But he realized that but I don't think people would put him above certain other right backs. So I think general consensus, I could be wrong here. I think most people wouldn't say he's better than a Trent or a Reece James.
Kyle Walker is overrated to me, though.
You think he's overrated? I'm going to be just dues, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Come on.
Kyle Walker, no, he was just fast. When you needed him to do anything else, defensive output, when you need him to do anything else that doesn't involve sprinting, Kyle Walker was trash. Edison as well is overhyped. As I told you before, the best Brazilian goalkeeper in the Premier League is Alisson. Edison is overrated as well.
I think people would also say that. That's why when I'm trying to think, not for me, but general, I think general consensus would have Alisson over Edison.
There was a good amount of them. City had a couple players in their team that were overrated as hell. Kyle Walker is one. Edison's another one. Company, Kevin De Bruyne, Aguero.
Oh, you said that. Well,
yeah. Even Erling Haaland is overrated to an extent because he doesn't perform in finals. Games where you need Erling Haaland to be Erling Haaland, he doesn't perform in.
Yeah, the tough part with Haaland is you'll know this as well. I remember when that was not finals, but I remember when that was labeled at Ronaldo when he was here.
Yeah. Then
he went to Real Madrid and started scoring in El Clasico on a regular. But I remember that being labeled at him here because he didn't do well at the Bridge. And obviously we was fighting against Chelsea. Didn't do well at Anfield as well and things of this nature. And then obviously he then went to Madrid and turned into the monster that he is. But good super chat, man. Big up Lex in the building as well. We saying Lex, you good?
You good,
yeah, blood.
Yeah, blessings. But hey, good super chat. Big up everyone in the chat.
That has me actually thinking now because I'm going through names in my head and I'm like, there was a couple actual overrated players, and it's a lot of uncomfortable questions because nobody wants to talk. Like another overrated player. I don't know. I can't even call him overrated because let's just put he gets the respect that he deserves somewhat is Perez. From Arsenal.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. I think most people
most of them earn their respect.
I think most players, most people would say, because when I go overrated, I think of all right, what's general consensus? People would say, he's a top 5, he's top 10, he's top. And I go, all right, are you doing too much? Stones, I wouldn't say Stones is overrated. But I don't think anybody says,
Stones has earned his respect. John Stones has earned his respect. He's earned his the respect that he gets. He's earned it.
Yeah, I don't think Stones is. Stones is overrated because I don't think anybody puts Stones in. Nobody says Stones is one of the best Premier League centre backs of all time. I haven't heard that. Maybe I'm in the wrong circles. I've never heard anyone campaign to get him top 5 or top 10.
I've
never heard anyone say he's top 10.
This hurts a lot. This hurts a lot for me to say this, but I want to know what chat thinks. It's gonna hurt me a lot to say this because I actually rate him as a player. Mesut Ozil has some levels of being overrated.
I don't think so because again, when it comes to we're talking strictly the Premier League, no one says yo he's top 10 in the Premier League. I haven't heard anybody say that. I've never heard anybody campaign for that and say yo Mesut Ozil.
You know what?
10.
Okay, that's fair.
That's why I'm going off it like rather than go like we know he's talented, but I never heard anyone say, hey, you know what?
Everybody knows. Heung-min Son is a purple patch merchant. Heung-min Son is a purple patch merchant. Heung-min Son isn't there for one of the best left wingers in the league either. Like Heung-min Son isn't there, but
yeah,
that's actually shit. That's a good question though. Big up for that question because that actually has me thinking a lot.
Side being a trouble causer as always, but big up Side. But yo, Lex, we'll go to you. Champions League. Who do you think the favorites are? Who'd you look at and say you're the standout that I go, yeah, them. Of course, one side of the draw is completely tougher than the other, but yeah, thoughts.
Barca, Bayern, innit?
So you're saying Bayern, they're the ones that look that for you, that are the standout.
Barca or Bayern, whichever.
Barca, Bayern.
Maybe more so Barca, but yeah.
Speaking of Barca, Bayern, who you think's better, Yamal or Elise?
Come on now. You know what's crazy? This is crazy. You know what's crazy? I've had this conversation.
Go on, because we had the conversation about.
I've had this conversation with a friend of mine so much. It's 1000% Yamal. I don't give a dash. You get me? It doesn't mean that Elise isn't very good in it. But it's Yamal blood. Like relaxing it. Like calm down. People calm down. I don't even know why this is a discussion.
Nah, because we had this convo one. It was on. What was it? It was on Back Again. It was me, Troops. I don't think it was Monts on there. I don't think Monts had joined yet, and we was talking. It was about the Champions League and stuff. And Elise had just mashed work. And it was after the first legs.
Yeah, bro. But yo, you have to understand. Say, all right. When you say Elise mash work, when against who? Like when? Against who?
I get you. And this was the conversation we was having. So do you think? So let me ask you. If they face each other, and let's say now, Elise balls out from now till the final, balls out in the final, they win it. Does that swing the pendulum in his way?
Brev, Elise is 24.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yamal is 18.
Your mouth's cold. You ain't gotta tell me on him.
We work with the Elise track record for what? A period of 6 years. We're working Yamal for 2. Yeah. Come on, dog. Yo, just stop this, dog. Yo, just stop this.
Man, because I rate them both highly.
Oh my days. Yo, I rate both of them highly, but bro, man, them can be able to tell the difference who's better, innit? It's not very difficult. It's not very difficult.
I'm with you on it. Because I said it when we was having a discussion. I said
it's not very difficult. Like, because, bro. Well, who said Elise? That's what I want to know.
People in the chat was debating it. Obviously, I didn't have the chat.
Why is it a debate? Have you seen the games Yamal have played? Like, especially when you tally the importance of the games and how he plays in those games. Like, nah, bruv. No, it's not. To be honest, it's not even close. Like Elise is a baller.
Yeah, he cold.
You get me? It's not even. It's like this other. Bruv, come on, dog.
That's crazy, nephew. Go on. Say what he's gonna go.
Man, say it's like, bro. It's like certain conversations a man like for have. Like the Neymar one. It's like what? It's like what? Neymar of this era with Ronaldo and Messi, Neymar is third.
Oh yeah, but back to it in regard. Remember when we was discussing?
But man, them will have a conversation about Neymar as if to say, "Oh, this nigga is third." Yeah, enough baller playing a Bale and all of them, man. This nigga is third.
Yeah.
Iron Robin, Frank Ribery, Eden Hazard.
But that's back to the conversation we was having. You know, it's in the Carabao Cup final when Turkey was doing the kick-ups. Notice the reaction to that from some. That's what we was talking about. I love how football in universe goes full circle. Notice that.
Notice it. See the reaction, man. I say, it's too flamboyant. Then do something about it, Arsenal football fucking club. Do something about it.
But Lex, they said that, and they call that arrogant with flamboyance, and he was doing kick-ups. Look at the shit Neymar was doing.
Man,
That's why they don't like him. That's why they don't like him. Look at what
Neymar out there so win finals and I humiliate motherfuckers. Other things with the ball when nobody else can do. But you want to tell me, it's just like how people like to say, oh, Ronaldo better than Messi. Why? I've seen Garnacho do bicycle kick. I've never seen Garnacho do anything Messi do in a day in his life.
Brother,
I've seen shit. Listen, I've seen shit players do everything I see Ronaldo do. I've never seen a shit player play a game like Messi. I never seen a shit player give me a 5 out of 10 Messi game. You can't give me a 5 out of 10 Messi game if you're shit. You can't.
Nah, first. We're going, Kidaki. Say what you was going to say.
Come on.
Because what Lex says is true, though. Like everybody, Ronaldo won. More, I've seen Benteke score bicycle kicks. All right, let's not do this.
Bad boy against us. That was gold. I remember that.
All right. So for everybody who want to say, Ronaldo is like, brother. If you ever think about, if you go to any Portuguese and ask them, what's the biggest moment of your life with Portugal? You want to know what everybody gonna tell them? What everybody gonna tell you? The Eder goal against France in the Euro final. There is no Cristiano Ronaldo big moment for Portugal ever that led to a trophy. It's Eder. When you think about that life-changing moment for Portugal fans, it's Eder. It's not Ronaldo.
Hold on. You know what some of the most interesting things? Some of the most interesting things, bro. Like, for instance, this whole World Cup squad thing for Brazil, yeah? Yo, if Ancelotti don't bring Neymar, man, I'll watch no World Cup game.
Brother.
If Ancelotti don't bring, what you mean Neymar need to get back to him best? You have Gabriel fucking Martinelli in the squad. Gabriel Martinelli. Igor Thiago and the man play for Brentford and a bunch of shit. But you tell me Neymar needs to get back to his best. Brother. If Neymar died, I would have rather bring the spirit of fucking Neymar over Gabriel Martinelli.
Brother, I can tell you right now. It make it even worse. If Neymar, God forbid Neymar pass away, if me put Neymar casket on the left wing, it'll go do more than Martinelli.
What you mean? Put it on some wheels and send it out there, blood.
Neymar casket will do more than Martinelli.
What the man there trying to say to me, dog? What you trying to say to me? Yo, you don't know how much ratings Ancelotti lose for this shit. I don't know if you might try to motivate Neymar, but you better put that, brother.
The vision of someone wheeling it out, man.
Off tomorrow, him still need for them on the list.
Brother,
them man. The vision of someone wheeling out the casket is just
just wheel it out. You're not starting 11, bro.
Sorry, that's just a funny image, yo. Someone pushing it out, yo.
As a matter of fact, make it like a starting 17 with the Paul Bear them. I walk it out. Exactly. I swear down.
Exactly. Every time the ball get passed, you see them just lean the casket forward and he just control from the
casket have a better first touch than Gabriel Martinelli, blood.
Brother, that casket have a better first touch than Richarlison.
Yo, the man are trying to say to me, dog. Who the man am I trying to say? Oh, the fuck is this? You saw the third of play against France the other day. You tell me. Yo, relax.
You want to know what the worst thing about that France game? You want to know what the worst thing about with that France game? France didn't come out of second gear. France stopped. France legitimately stopped. How did France go down to 10 man and still could have put 4 goals past you? France down to 10 man, brother. France made the game harder for themselves to help Brazil. And Brazil look like a them did down to 10 man.
Oh shit.
You need to understand, brother. You look in this Brazil team and I can tell you for a fact, Hulk would still start it for these men. Hulk would still start for these men. How are you pulling up to this is like in 2014 when YMNM never take Dino. What do you mean you got one World Cup keeping a Rio and you never take Dino? How you can go a World Cup and don't take Dino? Brother, Dino, you could have brought Dino brother, Dino could have done a wheelchair, put Dino up on the wing. Him still better than 90% of the other man them there. Brother, there are players in certain games who for name half a day in the international squad in a matter. Understand? Why name not they on farm for France at all, you know? Me can tell you, say the first midfielder name belong on paper will be Paul Pogba, you know? Look at that France attack. Look at that France attack. Your first name on France midfield list is Pogba. Pogba not they on no type of farm. Brother just come back off a ban. He not go in the France squad. You're gonna tell me, okay, so you're not gonna bring Neymar. So you're gonna have Suspicious Junior. Yeah? No, I'm not even gonna call him Suspicious Junior. Yeah, me I got Hideous Junior on the left wing. Yeah. Freaking no tendons on the right hand side in a Rodrigo. Don't know. You're not bringing Hendrick. Let's all be real. Hendrick is not getting called, even though Hendrick should be getting called. Hendrick not gonna get called. So, what the hell? Yeah, who the hell is Brazil attack? Like Cunha is not Neymar. As much as Cunha play for Man United, me I gotta be real. Cunha is not Neymar. Cunha is not Neymar, and Cunha was shit against France too. Brother, you see, if you want to do something, here's what you can do. Because Cunha played on the right hand side when he was at RB Leipzig in Bundesliga. Put Cunha up on the right and put Neymar as striker. Leave Neymar as striker. Leave him there. Leave him there. Me don't need to see Neymar do no type of defensive work. Put him up there. Leave him there. You want to play Richard Allison. You want to play him. You want to play Igor.
Richarlison.
You know?
But Neymar can't get called up. Richarlison. This fucker about to get relegated.
Brother,
about to get relegated.
Brother, I joked about Shaitan Smelly being Jogo Finito, but looking at that Brazil squad, the whole of that Brazil squad is Jogo Finito. The whole of that Brazil squad is Jogo Finito. There's not one flair in that team. I'm telling you right now, you go to that
Brazilian joke thing in the international
Brazilian squad. Brother, walk through that Brazil squad and say gun to your head, do 30 kick up. Me know you're gonna kill 90% of that squad there.
Imagine
30
a Brazil squad and the man them have no tech. Back in the day, at the centre back them are around the world and all them things, the breath. Centre back.
Brother, how you think you feel for no say right now Dida would still my name would have still start for Gilberto Silva would still start for Brazil right now.
Right now.
Yeah?
Current.
At 50 something years of age, him still start for Brazil right now. Brother, where are you going with Emerson Royal as a right back? Where are you going with Emerson Royal?
Did he play? Is he still getting calls? I didn't watch the game.
Brother, it's either him or Dudu, you know. And no joke me, I mean, that is the name of the next Brazilian right back, Dudu.
So imagine.
You know what Dudu is? In Jamaica, Dudu is shit. That's what Dudu is, you know. And every time I watch that brother they play for Florentina, you know, you want to know what he is? Shit.
Yeah, joke
brother. So
may I say between the battle with Salah and Slot win. Salah leave. All right.
Win one.
All right, brother. Let's support which club. Yo, if them fucker ever bring back Slot next year, me I pull up in a Chelsea jersey, you know. That me a blood clot tell you, me not fuck around with them, brother, you know. Me not depend this with them, you know.
I know what you like. Do you think Slot will be the manager in charge at the start of next season?
Bev,
you think they keep
it can't happen. If it happens, we just forfeit the club.
Forfeit
the match.
Do you think? Do you think he's still?
What is these non-Brazilian names?
Kineki, do you think he'll still be in charge at the start of next season?
Oh, Slot. No.
Yeah. You reckon they sack him in the summer?
Yo, you see post where Salah post? You see that post? You see post, eh? You see this? When stand up at the trophy cabinet? Team personal trophy, all of the accolades where him have, including the trophies and stuff for him with. How much of them you think he would have if him to play for Arsenal?
This guy, yo. This guy.
The community shield.
Nah, that was yeah.
As a matter of fact, hold on. Cause them money would have it for say. Them money like for have it for say. A certain baller, you know, them that compare him to a certain baller, ain't it? So if you take another picture, they take out Salah and put Saka. How the cabinet look?
I've seen it already on the socials.
How the cabinet look?
Yeah, just empty. Hollow.
See them?
Yeah.
If you look at that, yeah, dead. So first of all, so that end that discussion, we can just wrap that up, tight up, throw it another seed can sink to the bottom and all of this shit. No. Next, cause we have a whole heap of things to address, because I just bare fucker. We address the Neymar thing, we address the Salah thing. What else we have to address? Because it's just bare madness on the internet.
Yeah, from that. It's international break is always bare madness on the international break.
Yeah, but even before the international break, like, man, them need to relax. First of all, yo, man, them need to stop disrespect Salah, innit? Obviously, me as a man, all right, I kind of rate certain ballers as more technical and this and that, but Salah was just Salah, innit? Man with the 40 GA every season, 50 GA sometimes here and there. Yeah, just relax, innit? Man, them need to just stop it. Because, especially for the people who love the hard workers and the shit ballers, like, Salah supposed to be president. Not supposed to be on the top. You see, like the man them the other day that said Salah better than Neymar. At least we can say, all right, some of the man them can at least appreciate Salah. But no, all of this talk with what the man them act as if to say, like for instance, at my job, yeah, there was a rumor going around, say, them fire my manager. I may say, yo, me start leader, me call some people to make sure it's true. Because we don't go lead a riot now. Because enough man there at the work was supposed to get fired before him. If you go through a list of people to get fired, you have to go through and say, yo, this man, and then maybe you fired a brother here. But at my current job, yeah, my manager, the best manager me ever having in my life. No. At my current football team and me support, Mo Salah, the Salah with the most achievements I've ever had as a player in my life. And most of us as Liverpool fans' life. Because, man, them ain't win one fuck before Mo Salah. You get what I say?
Yeah.
And people would have liked to say, oh, this player was better. Business. Fine. A lot of players were better than Salah, yeah? A lot of players were better than Salah. A lot of players had a better first touch. A lot of players, like Mane had a better first touch. Firmino had a better first touch. Certain players just, you know, and then what's funny is it wasn't even all the time because Salah first touch sporadic. Sometimes he would touch it and it dead, and sometimes it ricochet out for a throwing. But at the end of all of those first touches, guess what? Man and 50-something GA and we win trophies. So, irrespective of whatever metric you man want for use to either downgrade or upgrade him, everything stands true. He's a Premier League great. Now, if you because the way the man them suck off Harry Kane, yeah, you're the thing say Harry Kane had the accolades of Mo Salah. He doesn't even have, brother. The only thing him have
we were having a conversation before you. We were just having a go and carry on.
The only thing him have is a almost beating Alan Shearer record, but that's it. Man don't have nothing, blood. Man don't have nothing. You get what I say? Yeah. And we can attribute all of the winnings. You see, like, oh, you have some people who are slotting right now because he won us to print him. Never win one fuck last year. That was Mo Salah. If you dissect all of the information we have now in hindsight, Mo Salah did that shit. If you want to attribute like a percentage, you put a table here and say who was most responsible for Liverpool winning the Premier League last year, it was Mohamed Salah. Unfortunately, his name is not like Harry Kane or Bukayo Saka or whatever you want it to be. It's none of them, man. So you man can prop all of them, man, up all you want.
Yeah, his name is in Mason Sanders, you know.
You get what I say? The man name, Mo Salah. And unfortunately for you, man, we just don't necessarily really, on the like for the I don't even know what to do. The whole pie and mash thing and all of this shit. Like, just cut it out, innit?
If you fucking have it, mate.
Like Jamie Carragher. Like, first of all, I'm kind of glad for see that everybody hate Jamie Carragher, because no human understand how I felt when Jamie Carragher used to play for my club. I never liked this nigga. I didn't even used to use him on FIFA or the bench him.
Brother, the most
Bench him. Okay, Carragher couldn't decide on FIFA when I play FIFA. Couldn't. But it was even not, bro, it was a task using Liverpool on FIFA back in the day. I swear to God. Because the only good player was Gerrard and Torres. And when Torres left, it was just Gerrard. You get what I'm saying?
Xabi Alonso.
Knees.
Marquisio.
Mascherano and them, man.
Yeah, Mascherano, I mean.
Crazy, dog. Insane, right? Insane, right? So, man, them just need to relax in it, because sometimes certain conversations just don't need to be had. Mo Salah sixth all-time Premier player for Liverpool. Nah, bruv. Yeah, all right. Yeah, Steven Gerrard was a great player and this and that. You can put him at number one. But at the end of the day, if you want to go from an accolades perspective, man just never won the Premier League. And,
if you go on accolades, the others did. Obviously, a lot of the players he mentioned before my time, so I can't really comment. I know they was great players, obviously, outside.
Brother, last time I checked, last time. But the problem is, if you are going to put Steven Gerrard above man of the past, it's still disingenuous. You get what I say?
Yeah, but we know what that is. They brethren.
Yeah, bruv.
Was Gerrard number one on his list?
Yeah.
Of course, Gerrard's number one on his list.
And Mo Salah sixth.
Yeah, it makes sense why Gerrard, because the thing is, if he had played in a team with Salah would be number one on his list.
Yeah,
if he had played in a team with Rush, it'd be him. I think Fowler was more to... How high is Robbie Fowler on his list?
I not even remember. I not even know. I just know what Salah there.
I think he was 8.
But even then, as a Liverpool fan, I'm okay with using this as ammunition for my argument. Yeah, you are. Right?
Yeah, I know.
Salah never slipped, blood. You get me? Salah never slipped.
Just because he put Gerrard, Dalglish, Souness, John Barnes, Rush, Salah.
Man put Souness over Salah. Eh? Mr. Prime Shin Kicker.
Yeah, again, before my time. But he said he won. Yeah, again, he won free. He won 3 European Cups. That's what you're gonna talk about, and leagues and shit.
Brother, Mr. Shin Kicker, Mr. Where was Paul Pogba in all of this? You put him over Salah.
Man, still I blame Pogba, bro.
Yeah.
This day, bro, just you know what I mean. Sometimes the man them just relax, bro. You know what I mean? Just relax, man. Too much. My understanding I want to create content and then I have to be like, you know what I mean?
Clickbait and piss people off.
Yeah, but it'll get to the point where, man, them still have to maintain some sort of credibility now in the arguments, yeah? And if we can substantiate like some of the things where you say, if we can look upon something and say, I said this and the reason I said this is what, and when you give the reason, we look upon it and say, well, that makes sense. You get me? But just now make no sense, brother. No sense. Too much crazy things are happening, bro. Because you have to understand, like especially with the Neymar argument, yeah. You see, if it was a case where Neymar was just a showboat, brother, you could have understand it. But if you want to use a numbers argument,
but again, it's the showboat.
If you want to use a trophies argument,
it's not that, but it's the way. Again, it's the way he won it is their problem. They said Cherky's kick-ups was arrogant. So look at the shit that Neymar was doing. They lose their shit out of rainbow flick. Never mind. All Cherky did was kick-ups, He didn't do nothing else. He just did basic kick-ups. Nothing too extravagant. So the shit that Neymar was doing, I didn't know how he was flamboyant with it. I didn't the flair, different colored hair, all of this type of stuff. They losing their mind. That's why it's mad that we had the conversation about it, and then the Turkey thing happened, and then you seen the reaction.
You
want
to know why?
Oh, disrespectful.
You want to know why this don't surprise me? I remember a game we played against. I'm going to say it was it Spurs? I don't think it was Spurs. I probably think it was
Newcastle.
Newcastle.
We're not talking about that game there. We don't really talk about the Arsenal game. The Arsenal City game.
No, you only spoke about if you're the chat about it. Of course, we spoke about it.
With that. No, we never go fully in depth in it. We never go fully in depth in it because we did have to talk about the Samuel Lockhurst thing. So we never get to go fully in depth with the idiot them. Because we never talk about handicap and how why him name have him a play like a handicap.
Last segment we're running with this. Go on.
And even just that, bro. Yeah, lose that game, yeah. Yeah, a man make attacking substitutions and still park your bus. The bus park when a man make attacking substitution and then still park the bus the whole game.
What attacking substitutes? You need to score a goal and you're bringing on shite and smelly. Why are you bringing on Jogo Finito for and you need to score a goal? You need to score a goal and you're bringing on made my headache. I wonder what made my headache did.
Finito get called up too?
Of course, Finito get called up.
A Jesus we talk about, though.
No. Shite and smelly me I talk about, man.
No, man, but Jogo Finito, no, Gabriel Jesus. We call Jogo. What them are Jogo for? Alright, we are talking about, but yeah, Gabriel Jesus not get called up, though.
No, Jesus can call up for what?
that man say, no. You mean that? I don't even know what's wrong with them, brother.
No, bro. Brother, you don't know how female story going. You resurrect him and then him play for 2 months, then crucify him again. Around the time I lent, you know, them time when him start for 40 days and 40 nights before they catch him and crucify him. You know? So this happens regularly with him, brother. This is Gabriel Jesus. This is what happens.
Yeah.
Happen.
Yeah, I'm not think gonna realize what Kaneki just saying. It's a fucking bar, innit?
Yeah, it's a bar. Yeah, it was fine. You know what I'm saying? I said you don't see it for 40 days before. It's a bar.
Oh my days. Once a Lent crucifixion. Oh my days, that's crazy.
That is what happened.
Further thoughts on the game before we do close out. Go on.
Yeah, so when you look funny now, one, I'm going to be respectful to this now. You see, after what Turkey do, you see, when you play Manchester City, you see if Arsenal players don't kick the shit out of him.
Oh, they might get done again. Yo, me do the maths, innit? Me do the maths. Because, you know, I find so funny. You know, I find absolutely funny. Most of the man them are up on the internet, like Troops and them man who chat shit, you know. Them not believing at the manager, you know. But then have chest to them and go in the league, you know. And you know what funny? At the same man them, yeah? The same man them. We don't rate Arteta. Out here talk about, we're gonna beat Man City, yeah? Where you get that from? Where you get that from?
What
and then at the same man them, the same fan base, you guys know that no matter how comfortable you are right now in this league, you can still battle it because of the manager you have. So have all the chess in the world that you want to have. Have all the chess because you still have to play Man City. And guess what? Our fixtures are easy. It was always the easy ones that were your problem in the first place.
Yeah. Last season,
it don't matter the fixtures.
Easy.
The fixtures don't matter. What matters is the time of the season. That's the only thing matters. When it comes to crunch time, you see, if you man go to the Etihad and lose, and then go draw like a next game or something, and then the Blue Sharks start for. It's a wrap. You man go battle this shit again. Don't do it. Listen, for the sake of mental health, don't do it. Just underneath for,
It could happen though. That's the craziest part.
Yo, all of the man them need fair do fasting and prayers. Me know Ramadan finish. Yo, underneath for all of the Arsenal fan them underneath for continue that till the end of the league. Cause we're gonna need all the blessings we can get. Because, my God, if we no battle this, we can't do it, man. Just win the league and have shit for chat. win the league and come within the delusion. We can hear how Saka are the greatest player ever, even though him not even cracked 10 goals in the league. We can hear we can hear Arteta is just the greatest manager in the world, better than Klopp and all of this shit. Yeah, man, run me that.
All of that.
Do that.
You know, he's on Ferguson level, you know. Like,
yeah, man, just a year, man, sakes, blood. On the corner on the way to a league, I beg. Corner on the way to a league.
Brother, if them know what good for them, you know, then win this league, you know.
Win this league.
If Arsenal know what good for them, then win this league, you know.
And if you don't win the league, just answer. Just don't turn on the TV.
Arsenal don't win this league, you know, brother.
Don't log in on YouTube. If you see yellow on your screen, just click something else. Any yellow you see on your screen on Saturday, click something else. And if you see a Q&A on Flawless channel, on the hover over it and make it play in silence before you click on it. Just make sure it's a me not up on the screen. Oh no, all right. Me. No, approach caution. Flawless, I have to create a separate. If we don't lose this league, we have to create a separate banner. And Flawless have to go put it up permanent. You have to go put it up. You know, in the channel header, when you click on the channel and you see the one up at top, you might need a banner for that. Arsenal fans, caution.
Flawless.
This is not a channel for you if you don't win this league. I swear.
If Arsenal choke the league again, you know, brother, you have to do a yard show and back again, you know. You have to do a yard show back again, you know, because if you look I ask why.
No.
The thing is, that's crazy. If they don't win this league, you see the day, like, let's say that don't happen, like where they don't win the league. We're gonna see record-breaking numbers in this space on YouTube. You're gonna see everything.
Leah grab like 50K. Leah grab like 50K subs, like in 2 days. The man do a 48-hour stream. No, that now shut off, bruv.
Because everybody gonna be live. Everybody, all the content creators are gonna be about. Everybody's gonna be in comment section. That is gonna be a record. Like, it's not been if there was a record for like the most streams in a day, like overall by everyone, most views, that will crack it easily. That's gonna be a record-setting day for everyone. I'm talking over everybody's numbers combined, everybody's live stream viewers combined, the comments combined. Oh yeah. Back again. I don't know what the highest back again is we've done. I need to check, but yes, easily record numbers.
Robbie, I got able for buying a small island in the Caribbean, brother. Robbie, I got buy a small island in the Caribbean, brother.
And you have to go call the yard man and pay my money. You have to go call the yard man and pay my money and say, yo, come back, yard man, please. I have to call the yard man.
Brother.
Oh shit, is Yardman not on there no more? Is he left?
When last you see him, I never see him.
Oh, Zena, I'm asking. I've not seen it. It's been a minute, actually.
I
know he's got his own channel. Does anyone know? Let us know, man. Shout out Yardman.
May I be honest with you? If Arsenal do not choke this league again, I need to see a video of Ty burning every single Arsenal merch he owns.
Just delete the club, bruv.
I need to see
with this diabolical football and still don't win nothing.
Headphone need for them on fire. The tracksuit need for them on fire. The Tam need for them on fire. The Arsenal training boots need them on fire. Everything needs to be done. Because how in God's name? How in God's name?
Your mic moving a bit mad, Kaneki. Your mic moving a bit cracky.
Connection, man.
It might be a connection thing.
I think every Arsenal fan.
Yo, jump out and jump back in from
screen for them
Yeah, his connection's moving mad.
Yo, like 3 months straight.
Yeah, I'm not here reading it. Just to hear himself.
Yeah, his connection's moving mad.
Robert name just put Bottle FC just for 3 months. Just 3 months. Because I swear to you. Only just not back. If bad enough to go off final and play for penalty from minute 1. Why know that Jose Mourinho Inter Milan never do that? Hear me? Jose Mourinho Inter Milan in 2011 did not do that.
Yeah, you just got it.
All right?
Yeah, think so.
Jose Mourinho, Inter Milan never do that.
Yo, we can't shout out Huna Henry no more, bruv. Huna Henry disappoint me, dog. We can't shout him out no more. Can't shout him out no more.
There we go. I think he got it. Jump back in. But you lot, run up the likes. Big up to Zorro as well. Been a member of the channel for 2 months. Big up, Zorro. It's been a minute. Good to see you and that. Good to see you. Yeah, there you go. You jump back in. Big up as well. I got to get to the super chat earlier. Big up Arsenal for the super chats. It's big up Flawless. Snow Bunny Tour approved 2026. Hashtag come on, you gooners. Big up Arsenal. Big up, man. Appreciate the super chat as well, my guy. Blessings.
Which tour that?
Let's see what it is. Said Snow Bunny Tour. It's news to me. But yeah, that's
what
he said.
That. Okay.
Yeah, that's what he said. Snow Bunny Tour approved. So yeah. I don't know where he's going. I don't know where that tour is. Let me know, Arsenal, man. Let me know. But yes, big up to everyone that's tapped in. Run up the likes. Hit the subscribe button as well. I think Ends is still live, so I'm gonna send you lot over there as well. Cause we discussed everything you want to discuss, Lex. Everything off your chest that you want to get off your chest.
Yeah, man. Everything cool, man.
Calm. Yeah, cause he's still live. So yeah. I'm gonna send you lot over to him. Yeah, Kaneki, you're back. Big up the people before we close out. Yeah, I think Ends is running clubs. I think he's on. I think he is. I'm gonna message him now and see how long he's staying.
Apologies. Me just realized me something start download mid it's something. So it just killed. It just crashed everything.
We can hear you clearly.
All right. Apologies, chat. My phone decided to go update Google Chrome.
You know, it's annoying when phones do all that thing. So that much.
That's Christ, man. But yeah. Brother, I swear to God, if them man you actually choke the league, brother, I swear to you. I swear.
Yeah, it's like I said, man, that day is gonna be like you're gonna see everyone live stream that day. You're gonna see everybody.
Brother,
everybody gonna be like
people wanna them on YouTube the last 3 years I go come back on live stream. That me tell you, right? You hear me? Everybody will be there. In much if these man actually choke the league, me telling you, I'm showing up on stream in a suit and tie.
Like Curtis.
Straight up, like Curtis.
Shout out Curtis, man, yo.
And we need to have Dave run the stream.
It's just the split screen was funny, because
brother, every man thinks that, the whole of the man them thinks that Arsenal like losing.
Yeah, they thought he was gonna win that. They thought he was gonna win that.
The whole of the man them. And none of them not believe in Arteta. Make it make sense. Even the sensible Arsenal fan them confused.
Yeah, you wanna know why? Because these mans were like, our record at Wembley, and I'm like, and these man them talking about Kepa in goal. I'm like, brother, me can tell you something. I went to a Europa League final with my second goalkeeper. Not tell me nothing about no flipping. Kepa, me say you have a goalkeeper that's lost every time he's went to Wembley. Why me not your goal?
Why?
Why you play a final with your second goalkeeper?
I became Spanish, bruv.
Brother.
Yo, Spanish loyalty different, blood. I swear.
It's just in regards to, like he said, because I told him I would, and I promised all this rubbish. But I mean, I'm glad he did, man. I'm glad he played it.
I'm glad he did.
All right, watch her. To be honest with you, even a mistake the way make. All right. Raya would have probably been at the game and changed the game, play it differently. So that probably wouldn't happen. But let's say put Ryan at the same scenario. Raya shorter than him. He wouldn't even reach the ball. He would have just go over mid and something that still would have hit the ball, not the goal. That made no difference.
But people.
No. Ryan would have come out and make somebody foul him though.
We're going to close out. Big up TJ in the chat as well, people. Make sure you keep an eye out all the live streams coming up next week. Also, Sarcasm City TV Extra, links in the title as well. We're going to redirect to Ends, people. He's currently, I think he's still playing pro clubs, but he's watching the Hassam and Kyle go back and forth about something as well. So, yes, TJ.
You know what this debate was? I'm pretty sure that debate you watch right there, so.
Is Salamani?
Yeah, Salamani.
Oh, see. All right, shout out
Salamani
as well.
Wait, that debate is today.
Yeah, they do.
It happened a while back, man.
Oh yeah, happened a while back, but like he's watching it now.
I'm watch it right now on the channel.
So people, we will send you over to ends as well. This has been the Premier League podcast, the Yardman edition, live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. Oh yeah, don't forget this show, all the other shows you see on the channel available on all audio platforms, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud. So if you want to listen audio only, type in Sarcasm City TV on Spotify. Follow and 5-star or same with iTunes, Apple Podcast, or wherever you get your podcast audio only. Big up to all the audio listeners. And yes, TJ mentioned it, crossover shows next week because you've not been asking for them. So I'm talking to everyone, trying to pattern them all people. So you all the different shows. So you got the Yardman show, the Bayesian show, City show, United show, Arsenal show. So you're going to see a mix people over the next week, not from Monday, from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday people. So we out. Big up. Salute. Oh yeah, Sarcasm City TV raid and ends his chat as well.